Hello Infinite Gaming for you, it's Douy75 here again. I'm bringing you another video for the big post weekend. This video is something I've been trying to get since I got the message from, saying it was going to be a big post weekend. I thought, I'll try and get a M.O.A.B for the channel. I had so many failed attempts at it, I finally got one. So in this video I'm going to give you some tips that you should hopefully find helpful for getting a M.O.A.B yourself. I didn't expect to get one really this game. I joined it and it already started. I like to be in a game from the start, but I go nicely. I get my specialist bonus quite quickly because they're pushing A quite hard. So I'll run through my tips for you just now. First of all, I'd really advise using specialist, just because it makes such a difference when you've got all the perks. Even perks you never think of using, like blast shield, recon. They really do help you in many ways when you get the specialist bonus. And the class I'm using is the P90 with attachments proficiency with rapid fire and suppressor. My secondary is the MP9 Akimbos. I'm using a frag grenade and concussion grenades, I think. But that's a good. My perks are, to start with, I start with Scavenger, Hardline and Sit Rep, and then I unlock Sleight of Hand at 1 kill because I've got Hardline, then Assassin at 3 and Quick Draw at 5. I really like that setup, it's worked really well for me. It makes a change having all the ammo to start with Scavenger Pro, just because you're not having to constantly go for scav packs every 2 seconds. Going for scav packs, sometimes you run out of ammo when you're getting increasingly desperate and you take more risks to get them. Also with specialists as well, know what your perks do and know what the pros do. For example, say Stalker Pro, you know that you can run past a claymore and it's not going to kill you because Stalker Pro delays triggered explosions. Stuff like that, like Dead Silence Pro, you're not going to take any fall damage, just stuff like that. It's worth keeping in your head what each pro perk does once you've got the specialist. Because, as I said, you do become a super soldier, but you don't become an invincible soldier. You're still quite easily killable. Tip number 2 is something I'd really recommend, is always use a silenced weapon. It helps to not show up in the minimap when you're shooting, especially because when I go for M.O.A.Bs, I like to be on the move all the time. I don't like to sit. If you're going to go sit in a room, then I think you can need to reevaluate your life if that's how you're going to play the game. Keeping off the minimap, it also reduces the muzzle flare and stuff, which helps the recoil, makes recoil a bit more manageable. Tip number 3 is know the maps. Obviously, if you've had the game since release and you play it quite a bit, you'll roughly know the maps, the layouts, the choke points, the high traffic areas, stuff like that. This game was a bit weird for a Seatown game, because I managed to go for long periods of time without ever finding anybody. I got really lucky there, but that's what you're going to need for a M.O.A.B streak, is a bit of luck on your side. I've had so many streaks ended by things not going in my favour, so it's nice when it goes in your favour. But to do with knowing the maps as well is you want to kind of stick to the outsides of the map and try and flank as much as possible. Ideally you want the majority of your gunfights to be either you're shooting them in the back or side on, so you've got the more advantage over them. By the time they've turned to face you, you'll have at least a couple of bullets in them. Similar to that tip is just constantly stay on the move. It makes it a bit easier, especially when you've got perks like Sit Rep and stuff that increases enemy footsteps. It makes it a lot easier to keep on the move but still know where the enemies are. It helps you a lot. As again, relating back to perk 1 is know what your perks do, the pros. Like, I love Sit Rep Pro. Sit Rep Pro would be, I really highly recommend starting with that, just because it amplifies enemy footsteps. So even if you're playing a team full of people with Assassin, I think Sit Rep Pro, counteracts Assassin to a certain extent, because even though you can't see them on the minimap, when you are able to hear the footsteps, if you've got a good headset, like a Turtle Beach or a Tritons or Astros or something, you know, you can kind of pinpoint roughly where they're going to be. I think it was about there that I started to realise I was close when that survivalist popped up. I didn't actually realise how close I was. But this is when I was kind of getting tense, you know, starting to think about the M.O.A.B a bit. And that's something I'd really recommend you don't do. Really try not to think about it. Try and avoid convincing yourself you're going to get a M.O.A.B, because then it makes it so much worse when you die. Obviously, when you get to about 16, 17 kills, what I usually do, I change playstyle a bit. Like, I knew that guy was going to come up here. That was just predicting where he was going to move, and it happened in my favour, because I saw him, I don't know if you noticed, but he was going up those stairs when I was looking over there. And this is when I started to play a bit more cautiously. That's something I'd recommend. You know, it's not camping, I'm still moving, but I'm letting Setrep do a lot of the work for me here. Try to pinpoint people. That was a gunfight I should never have attempted, and I'm lucky he wasn't looking at me. I got too big for my boots in that count. But yeah, this isn't the quickest M.O.A.B, it's the third one I've got overall. But trust me, I've died on 23, 22 kills so often that, you know, it's very, very frustrating. I kind of got distracted here. I forgot we were playing domination. I kind of forget about the flags when I get to about 20 kills, which is quite bad, but I'm not going to risk a kill streak, because we're already losing by quite a bit anyway. But it could have been a flawless game, this, because here's the M.O.A.B there. I thought I was 1 away, but obviously I was 2 away, because I got the double kill there. But yeah, I could have went flawless, but I realised when I call it in that we're going to lose. And to me, a win's more important than high kills. So I think I hop on A, or is it B? I don't know. I hop on a flag anyway, and then I die trying to get C back, I think. Yeah, I hop on B, and then they take C, and I head up, and then I die. So I'd just like to apologise as well for my voice in this video. Obviously, if you've only watched this video with me, you won't realise that my voice sounds different, but if you come check out my personal channel, it'll be in the description, you'll realise that my voice is a bit different. I've got a bit of man flu. I wouldn't even say it's man flu, it's just a tickly throat. So I've been drinking loads of water throughout this commentary. I don't know if you've heard it. I've been trying to make it as quiet and subtle as possible. But you'll see this is where I die. I kind of realise they're taking A, so I'm thinking they're over the other side of the map, but they're not. A bit unfortunate to die. It'd be nice to go flawless, but I die again actually. I think we get 2 deaths. After this game as well, a guy in another team messaged me saying good game, which was really nice. You know, I thought it was going to be your usual, you know, message of faggot or something. The usual crap you get on Xbox Live, but it was actually somebody saying good game, which was nice. So that's been my tips. If you follow these, it should be a lot easier for you to get a M.O.A.B. I mean, I don't get them very regularly because I don't follow my own advice really. A lot of the times I overthink it, which is what I'm really, really bad at. So that's the biggest tip. That is tip numero uno. Do not think about it. Let it come. I think my second M.O.A.B, no, my first one, I had no clue I was close. And I got it just as the game ended in the domination game. So if you want to see my other 2 M.O.A.B videos, come check out my personal channel, it'll be in the description. This has been Douy75 posting an Infinite Gamer for you. I hope you're liking the uploads. It's a big upload weekend this week. There should be a few videos going up, so hopefully you've enjoyed them. Keep it tidy guys, thanks for watching. I hope these tips help you as well. Best of luck.